Desperation is one of the least attractive things in the universe. Now, what do I mean? Most of you probably clicked on this video thinking about getting a girl, right? And you'd be right. You'd be right. That applies to getting women as well. If you're desperate for them, if it seems like you need them, if you need them, oh my god, I need your acceptance, oh my god, I need your, you know what, they're not going to want it. They're going to look at you and go, oh, you're low value, you need this, ew, gives them the ick. You don't attract anything with desperation. See, the thing about desperation is that it sends a signal to the universe, okay? It sends a signal that you don't have it. You don't have it. You are not capable of having what you want. So the emotions come up, you start getting anxious, fidgety, depressed, angry. You tell the whole universe, as I said, I don't have this thing. Why won't you give me this thing? And what you need to understand is that if you have the ambition in your mind, you already have part of it. That's the way you gotta look at it. Having the ambition in your mind for what you want is the first step in getting what you want. So, in essence, you already have it. It's just going to take the physical world to catch up for you. It all starts up here, right? You want to make $1 million. You want to have a nice sports car. You want to give back to your family. You want to make sure your parents have the best health care in their later stages of life. You want all that. We all want all that. And we have the tendency to push it away like a magnet with the same poles, you know, like positive on positive, they repel each other, right? You need to act as if you already have it. Now, this is something a lot of people can't get behind, right? Manifestation, the law of attraction, the whatever. You have to act like the person who already has it. Now, the belief is the first step. This is the part people really struggle with, right? I'm not saying just believing is going to get you a six-pack. I'm not saying just believing that you have $1 million is going to get you $1 million. I'm telling you that having the belief in your mind makes it so much easier to act like the person who gets $1 million. A better way to look at it is identity. You know, you look at the $1 million, you look at this big old mountain that feels so high and so dangerous, whatever fears you may have. You look at this goal, and all you could think is, oh my god, I'm at the bottom. Oh my god, I have none of this. It's gonna be so hard. I can't do it. What you really need to think of yourself as is the guy that gets the money. That's what you gotta be. That's not what you gotta want. That's what you gotta be. Real important difference there. If you're clamoring for money all day, if you're going, I don't need, I'm struggling, I need to, my taxes this season are just so high, I can't, it's so hard to fucking climb out. It is hard. I'm not trying to minimize anyone's situations. I know it's hard. But acting like it's hard, acting like you are in a big struggle, it's gonna pull you back. It's so difficult because, and it's so tough to relay this message to you because I've been there and I know just it's hopeless. It feels hopeless. It's not hopeless, but it definitely feels hopeless when you're there. It feels like the you just have fucking tunnel vision and the end of that tunnel is your bank account and it's like a single digit or less. You could be in massive debt. But what you need to believe is that you can climb over that debt because people have done it before. You can do it. See, my whole life, I have thought to myself, man, there has to be a way to get a lot of money for not a lot of work, right? That's the essence of entrepreneurship. A lot of money, well, maybe for a good amount of work, but not a lot of time. You can't get back your time. So if you just throw all of your time, this invaluable thing that you're not getting back, you can't earn a single second back. If you throw all your time at this problem of, oh shit, I'm broke. Oh no, I'm gonna be I'm not gonna be retired until I'm 50. I may as well put all my time in now so I can retire at 45. That's not a smart thing to do. You gotta think like an entrepreneur. You gotta think, what value do I provide? How do I provide value? What tools can I use? What's right in front of me so that I can do something I can repeat over and over again and just make it valuable for people? And that's what I'm doing here. This is how I want to give back. Going insane over your circumstances can feel like falling into quicksand. You know, you're 1 minute you're all cylinders firing, nice and smooth, you're hitting workouts left and right, you're maybe even making a few sales on your page or whatever you have going on right now. But then tax season comes and your part-time job didn't do the taxes right, so now you owe $1,000 to the IRS, or your car breaks down and you don't know what's wrong with it and the dealership is trying to fuck you over and charge you $500, $200, whatever to install some headlights. And then maybe your job suddenly just doesn't put you on. Maybe they're acting weird. Maybe they're acting like they want to fire you or replace you. And they do that. Most contracts and jobs are at will. You can just leave or they can just fire you whenever for whatever reason. They don't have to give a reason. Because they don't care. And you are desperate enough to trust them with your finances. You are desperate enough to give them your time so that they would give you a fraction of what it's worth. That's the desperation I'm talking about. That's the highest level of desperation that pretty much everyone succumbs to. Well, I say pretty much everyone. There are the trailblazers, there are the billionaires who mooch off mommy and daddy, there's the real entrepreneurs who actually started from nothing and then, you know, next thing you know, they're driving around in their dream car at the age of 28, and if they wanted to, they could liquefy their assets and never have to work a day in their life again. But they still go, because that's their nature. They're not desperate for the money, so money just invites itself into their lives. They smoothly, swiftly, easily just come up with a plan. That's one of the first steps, my friends. You just come up with a plan. What can you do consistently that's going to be valuable to people? And what are you going to do to monetize that? How are you going to be able to push a button one day and $3,000 is deposited into your bank account and all you had to do was push that button? That's possible. You can set that up online, easy. of course, not easy. It's actually one of the hardest things at the beginning. But honestly, it's just a lot of learning to do. It's just a lot of learning. I'm on this journey with you. Okay? So keep your chin up. Gabish. Bye.